So Eric, how did you get interested in art anyway?
Really what started my passion, if you will, for drawing is dinosaurs. I was always extremely interested, still am for that matter, in prehistoric life. And the more I read about it as a kid, the more I decided, more or less, I wanted to capture them on paper, to make them come alive for me. I'd read about them and read the descriptions and sometimes directly copy photos pictures from magazines and things I bought. And with practice and persistence, I just got dinosaurs down so where I didn't even have to think about it anymore. And eventually I got tired of drawing just dinosaurs, and well, as soon as I started discovering things like women, for instance, they became part of my projected reality too. You know, I drew women, got those down pretty good too. So anyway, I guess that's pretty much how drawing starts for a lot of artists.
Do you have any particular artists that you idolized or liked their type of work?
Well, not as a kid, really. In fact, only recently have I discovered any artists that I'm really developing a following for, one of which is, I'm pretty sure the pronunciation is Boris Vallejo. He's a fantasy art illustrator, which is the kind of medium I prefer. Fantasy illustrations, that's what this would be, for instance. You don't see things like this in real life too often. All dragons have to have tongues. I find with the more detail there is, the less room for mistake there is. With me it is. That's true anyway. So what do you want, male or female?
Do a female.
Okay. I find that the best starting point is to do the general configurations of her face, first of all. And that's always tough for me, but so I'm not going to promise anything at this point in terms of how well it looks. But let's just give it a shot, see what happens. The hair on a woman is fun to do. And the women that I find myself leaning toward when I draw are women that there's no way in hell you'd find them in real life that looking like that. Again, because of the fantasy nature involved with this kind of art. And women's eyes are extremely tough to do accurately. Again, because of the subtle qualities of a woman's face. And I think I screwed up already. We'll see. You notice how I'm kind of like being real delicate here on the page? Well, that's because I feel you have to be. But we'll see how she comes out. My women always look so, not my women, but the drawings I do of women always look so tough. I wonder if that says anything about me. Maybe it's common. What do you think? Is that a woman?
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, now this is the risque part. Women's libbers will probably hate me. But mind you, this is personal preference coming through here. No statement on women whatsoever. I wish I could take a little more time doing this, but I'm hurrying it up a little bit, you have to understand.
It's all right, you can take your time, Eric, because, whatever, you can make it look fast.
What do you think? I'm gonna go with this marker, because this marker I'm doing now is really screwing me up. these poses they're in now are really, really static. I call them static. There's not much going on. It's pretty straightforward treatment. Why? Yeah. Be fun, wouldn't it, to kill a few hours on a lonely Friday evening?
So then you've been interested in art for how long?
Well, I don't know, probably since I was 6 or 7. But I don't know, I've never really considered myself an artist because, God, when I hear the word art, I automatically picture fine art, you know, like abstract art. In this town particularly, I find that seems to be what's dominant, is the more fine arts. This you could not, this is the stuff I do is more commercial. If I kind of look at myself as an artistic prostitute, you know. Well, this is one of my wall murals here, and what I've done so far is I've just sketched it out in pencil real rough. Nothing extravagant at this point. And now what I usually do is I come in with marker and pull everything together a little bit more. And then, of course, after the marker's laid out, I'll have to paint it and then redraw it again after the paint's on. So that's my normal approach. Always like to start with the eyes.